Do. Yay! Here I am. Okay. Ooh, yeah. Okay. Where am I on Discord? I've been in different locations on Discord, so it's been a bit wonky. What's happening? Old one. Delete old one. Put this one on. Beep. Okay, so Discord is there. Discord is informed. Informed. You have to excuse me. I've got like I got the virus. I haven't got the virus. I'm debating whether to have a drink. Accidentally breathed in a bunch of drool like a minute ago. Just like literally 20 seconds after I hit the go live button. I mean 20 seconds before I hit the go live button. I had this problem, but I'd already started the process of starting everything up. So yeah. Anyway, I'm back. God, the shirt is wrinkly. I got it in the mail like yesterday, so I love this shirt. It's an awesome shirt. If nobody gets it, I don't care. It's my new favorite shirt. No one's gonna get it. It's supposed to be the logo on the website was supposed to be huge all over the entire shirt, but it really is just on my boobs. You know, it's on my chest. It's not really on anything. So it's going to be covered up by the beard a lot of the time. But I mean, like, there you go. You can kind of see it if I do that. But no, hi, Andrew. Howdy. It does look like new. Well, it's, like I said, it is new. It's new and shiny. It's pretty. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm doing a live stream earlier than expected. So the reason why I haven't been doing live streams, there have been reasons. Honest, there have been real reasons. Mainly, it's because my sleep cycle has been completely screwed up. It's been upside down. So yeah. Usually, I'd be available and completely, you know, I'd be available around about the times between 8 p.m. and 4 a.m. my time, which is fine. Because I usually am awake then, you know, I'm usually awake at some point in then. But mostly recently, I've been waking up. I've been going to bed around about now-ish to maybe a little bit later than now-ish. So that's on the edge of the streaming time. And waking up, I mean, I'm going to bed about that, and waking up at around about like 2, 3, or 4 and stuff. By the time I get everything sorted out in my office, I basically have no time to do any live streaming because it's gone past 4 a.m. by that point. So it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. So yeah, I'm doing my live stream today slightly before my usual streaming time, but I know that I'm going to be in my usual streaming time, the beginning of my usual streaming time now-ish, and I didn't want to basically miss today because it would have been like a whole week without doing a LiveTUBBs weekly thing and doing the whole streaming thing. I did do a hot tub streaming session earlier in the actual week, So that was nice. I was going to do another one today, but it's been super windy. It's literally just calmed down, which is kind of annoying because, well, normally I'd be going to bed about now. So yeah. But yeah, I couldn't. It was way too windy. You've been in a hot tub while it's windy, especially with our one's really exposed. Our hot tub is really exposed. It's in the middle of our garden. Even with the gazebo up over it now. Even with the gazebo up over it now, it's kind of not working. It doesn't, it doesn't block out any of the wind or anything. It just kind of makes us worried that the gazebo is going to collapse, because windiest place in the UK right here, and we've got a gazebo with a cloth canopy over it. It's supposed to be windproof, and it does look windproof, and it hasn't blown away yet. So there's something. Do you like the glasses, by the way, over the camera? I don't want to ruin the. Yeah, see, way too whited out. So that's why the glasses are there. And my sunglasses are protecting the camera a little bit. Yeah, highest. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, if you've ever been in a hot tub while it's been really windy out, then you'll know that it's kind of hell, because it's like you're nice and warm in the hot tub, even if it's the sunniest day and the hottest day on the planet and stuff like that. The second that any part of you is outside of the hot tub in the wind, it immediately gets super cooled. It feels like it's getting super cooled by the wind, and that's a problem. I haven't cut my nails. I'm suddenly ready. You can't really see. My nails are long. I need to cut my nails. That's something I was supposed to do before I came on stream. Ugh, idiot. Yeah. It feels like it's been super cool because you've been in nice warm water. So yeah. So yeah, no hot tub today. Where are you, Jeffers? So I'm waiting for Jeffrey to be here before I get on with the news. But I mean, that is kind of news, I guess. I'm just going to poke him quickly on Discord. Since he's lost his... What? Housemate's having the same issues. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry, Andrew. Since he lost his job due to lockdown, it got worse. Now I start working at 9 a.m. He goes to bed at like 10 a.m. and wakes up at 7 p.m. Oh my God. No, I've already been through that. I went through the whole cycle. I went through the going to bed later and later and later, trying to push my times back to normal-ish. And it's not really working still. But yeah, it's been a pain in the butt. I've already gone through that. Going to bed at like in the middle of the morning, and then waking up at the middle of the evening, and progressing throughout the entire day to the point where I can actually wake up at still pretty early this morning, and go to bed at like, well, regular times ish, just a bit earlier than everybody else. So yeah. It's really windy here in Edinburgh. Well, here in the Fens, in Fenland, in the Fens in near Peterborough, it's like I said, the highest wind speeds have been recorded here in the whole UK. Have been recorded here. So I think Damon's on the phone to his mum or something. I don't know. I can hear him talking. Yeah. So it's like they predict that with global warming, climate change, and stuff that's going to happen. The the UK is going to be a semi-subtropical island, which is nice, a very temperate island, which is like a Mediterranean island, which is, like I said, it sounds lovely. That sounds great. But this part of the UK is going to be Tornado Alley. And like I said, I've already said to a few of my American listeners or watchers or whatever you want to call it, we already get tornadoes here in the UK. We already get tornadoes here in this part of the UK. Every autumn or fall or whatever you want to call it, there's always a new like barn or like a new house or something, a new farmhouse being constructed, and we're always like, why did that one get knocked over? Because that was a nice barn, that was a nice house, that was a nice farm building. Why did that get like knocked down? And it's like, it's not because of renewal or anything like that. It's because it got damaged because a fucking tornado has already hit it. So we don't have any classical barns around here. The ones we do have usually get destroyed, like at least one of them every single autumn, because there's been a tornado gone through. But it's because it's farmland and there's nobody around, nobody lives on it. And they're usually quite quick, There's never been a full-on like F5 or whatever you call it tornado here in the UK. As far as I know, that's been consistent and stayed and basically destroyed towns and buildings and stuff. So we don't have that, I guess. But normally we get like the biggest we get is like, what are they, F3s, F4s is like the biggest ones that we've had here, which is a little worrying. But at the same time, they happen so infrequently. The little ones happen really frequently, but the big ones happen so infrequently that I don't mind having my office out here, having like valuables in it, because it's, if anything happens, like a superstorm is coming or something like that, I do bring all of my valuables from my office into the main house, so it's a thing. But yeah. Also, all the buildings here are made out of brick. America, what's the deal with you guys and your wooden houses? We're going to build a bunch of wooden houses in a really dangerous place. You're crazy. You're crazy. Oh my god! I think, yeah, my cousin's place. I was going to say was. No, was. It's still there. My cousin's place is made out of stone. It's like it's like his whole area is made out of stone. So yeah, it's weird. He lives in South Texas. He lived in South Texas. So yeah, it's much better with sunglasses. It is. It is way better with sunglasses. You might as well get snorkeling gear to stay underwater. No. I noticed Jeff is always following your streams. He's always, yeah. That's basically why I wanted to just quickly poke him, because he always tells me that he hates missing the streams and stuff. So, yeah. What's that? He must be a very good friend. He's my best internet buddy, meaning he's my best friend that I've never met. We've talked once on voice chat on Discord. I've had pictures from him. I've had we obviously talk all the time on here and now on Discord and stuff. We used to send emails to each other and stuff before he was on Discord. So yeah. So, like I said, he's my best friend that I've never met. I have lots of best friends. I have the best friends are in categories and stuff. So it's kind of a thing. My absolute best friend at the moment is Itchy. So yeah. But yeah, I've got I've got best play friends, where we play around with each other and stuff like that. And that's Vegas Chris. So I was distracted. I must stop reading chat while I'm talking. That really hurts my brain. Ugh, spiderweb. I thought I got rid of them. There's no spiderwebs around. I don't know if you've noticed it. There's no spiderwebs around. I've been busy this week. I'm gonna get into that. I am. Yeah. I've got best childhood friends. I had best work friends. And I had a best family friend. So yeah, it's a thing. You kind of grow out of the whole best friends thing. Somewhere in the middle of your 20s, you kind of like drop the whole best friend label and just have good friends and stuff instead of best friends. You have friends and then you have good friends. So yeah. Anyway, well, wooden houses are cheaper and quick to build. I know the real reason. I know. It's just that it's like once this happens, once you find out that this is in a high risk area, that it could be destroyed, like really easily by debris and and heavy storm conditions and stuff like that. You'd think that when they rebuild those houses, they would build them out of better materials, but they never do. They never do. I mean, yeah, I get it. I get why. The original proper reason is because they have bigger houses. They have different building codes. The building codes were established when basically it was a lot cheaper and easier to build stuff out of, to rebuild things than it was to build and maintain a brick house. And I get it. It's a thing. It's not really it's a thing. Sorry, I'm engineer. I get why. Historical engineer. Yeah. So rather than building a solid house that can resist tornadoes, they prefer to make houses that are cheap and quick to build following tornadoes' destructions. Yes, I know that is the major thing. In the past, it was a major thing in the past, right? And that's why it's still continuing. What I don't understand is why they can't build things that are sturdier and brick now, when basically what does it take? It can take as little as 4 months to build a substantial, meaning a substantial farmhouse. The buildings around here took less than 3 or 4 months because they're small. I live near Peterborough, so basically it's the brick capital of the world, I think. I think that's where they used to be. It's a thing. Yeah, I forgot where I was going. Yeah, it's it used to be a lot easier to basically rebuild with less substantial materials and a lot faster, a lot easier, and to build fairly sturdy structures. These things aren't not all of the crappy, the buildings are crappily built, but it's just that you don't get instances in the UK where you can easily just punch through a fucking wall, you know? Oh my god, when my cousin was alive, he used to be really irritated because he couldn't lean on the wall. He wasn't allowed to lean on walls, because where he used to live in New York and in Buffalo, he basically, it was an old house and it had been redone, all the insides have been redone and stuff, but he wasn't allowed to lean on the walls because he said that he rested his elbow on the wall once and it flew right fucking through. And I know he was a big guy, but Jesus Christ. I had a shower not so long ago, so I'm kind of like itchy on my elbows. That always happens. Anyway, yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing. Hey, Panda Fox. I'm guessing that he might not be here all the time because he says he's working. Dude, I'm just coming back just to explain what's been happening, where I've been, and hopefully to get feedback. Oh yeah, I should poke people. Let me just at Jeffers. Where's the arrow button? Oh, there isn't one. Is that one? I can't find my arrow button on my keyboard. Oh, it doesn't work. Yeah, my keyboard on this computer is broken. Hopefully his phone will yell at him that there's a thing. He's probably on the phone or something. I don't know. Who wouldn't want to be best friends with big fuzzy girl like you? Apparently a few people. I've been getting a couple of people just randomly unfriending me and randomly talking to me as if I'm a horrible person on Facebook Messenger. That's been fun. After I accepted their friend requests and everything, basically I don't get it. I don't. But no, it's been happening recently a lot. Like every other day, there'll be somebody who will basically, like this one guy, but the last person who did this basically sent me a bunch of messages saying, like, hi, how are you? And I didn't reply because I was in the middle of like cooking dinner or something. Again, I'm looking at the chat. Stop it. Yeah, I was cooking dinner or something, and I was like, I saw them, but I was busy, so I didn't have time to. I made a mental note to, okay, write a message to this guy when I can. 20 minutes. It took me 20 minutes to do some cooking, and then I had like some time when I had to just wait for something to finish cooking, and it was like, okay, I get to answer this now. As I was typing my reply, I basically got a message saying, it's like, oh, I guess you don't want to be friends, and then they blocked me, so I didn't have time to finish the thing that I was saying. But yeah, that's been happening a lot recently. I think it might have something more to do with the fact that it's just a quarantine thing, Oh, Jeffrey has arrived on Discord. You might have seen that. Hopefully he's following the link and maybe he's like here. Yeah. Maybe because everybody's like in lockdown and stuff, they kind of like they got nothing better to do than to try to keep talking at people that they already know, and then getting annoyed when those people don't actually message them or immediately right away. I don't get it. Weird. But yeah, so there's a few people that don't want to be my friend, and I get it. I'm okay. I'm okay with it. You know, you can't please everybody. You can't be friends with everybody. I get it. It's just one of those life things. And to be honest, I don't want to be friends with a bunch of people, a whole bunch of people. So I get it. I get it. Yeah. Sorry, reading. I agree. I would prefer a strong house rather than a house that that breaks easily and builds easily. Well, I want a yes, although I wouldn't mind I wouldn't mind just a fucking trailer, maybe, or something. A larger shed. I don't know. I'd prefer I'd prefer something like that right now because this office is too small and it's starting to bug me. Um, at first it was awesome. I'm not saying that I hate the office, and I absolutely love that my partner and he basically built this for me. It's a prefab shed, so you know, not to diminish any of his work or anything. It's just that it's like, I mean, this is awesome, but it's kind of got a lot of problems that are slightly infuriating. So yeah. I'm trying to think of a good problem to say without basically inviting people to come steal stuff out of my shed. Like the door, I can make the door secure, and I do every night. So basically, nobody can break into my office, at least easily, and stuff. But when it's not secure, when it's unlocked, and when I'm in it, the door is broken. I have to remove the door. I have to basically take the door off of the office to get in and out of the office. And sometimes it doesn't shut. I can't shut it from the inside safely, which is not a problem really, because it does retain the heat. Even when it's not fully closed, it still retains the heat in here. So that's something. And yeah, spiders love this place, despite my anti-spider shit that I've basically put down and stuff. Spiders love it in here, which is fine. Although you may have noticed that in my background, I've lost the poster, and that was due to an error. There's still a bit of poster left. It's just there, sticking out. I don't know if you could see it. It's like that, and up there. But yeah. That was due to a spider incident, a double spider incident. Basically, there was a daddy long leg spider, and as you may know, daddy long leg spiders are evil bastards that basically harm us to people most of the time, but they hunt down other spiders and kill them intentionally. That's their main food source. I hate them because basically I don't mind the spiders. I honestly don't mind the spiders. I don't. They're usually, most spiders are very well behaved, except for those ones, because they will just stay away from me. They'll crawl around on the wall over there and be fine, and they're harmless spiders, and they stop this place from being infested with bugs and stuff, which is nice. I don't mind them, but I get attached to them sometimes because some of them are cute and friendly and stuff. There was an annoying little jumping spider that wouldn't leave me alone the other day. He was adorable, and little jumping spiders, the little black and white ones. It was actually on my phone. It was actually sitting on my phone, and he was just looking at me. And I was just like, oh, I don't want to get rid of you. Even though it was annoying me by crawling around on my keyboard and my computer and stuff. I was frightened that he'd jump onto my glass and jump into my drink, but yeah. But no, I don't want to get that one eaten. Anyway, Daddy Long Legs Spider was crawling over here. You can't see it, but there's a filing cabinet right there. And I pushed my chair back. And when I pushed my chair back, it made contact with the poster. And I lifted up my leg and I basically squished it. I basically squished it with my foot and killed it. It was deadly dead. It was super dead. And when I put my chair back, because I turned my chair while it was touching the poster, it pulled the poster off of the wall. Not all the way, just it ripped this side off. And this side was still attached to the wall. So it was like hanging off the wall. It looked crappy. It was a line for more spiders to jump onto my chair. So yeah. So the poster had to go because it was all ripped up. So it's now in the bin. And I will find a new one. It's not a big deal. If anybody has any poster suggestions that I can put up in the back, let me know, because I am going to do I'm in the process of doing a clean out of my office as we speak, not immediately as we speak, but that's one of the things I've been doing this week. So yeah, so there was that spider, and later on I found one that was crawling on this wall that I wasn't able to kill. Another Daddy Long Legs male spider. So there might be a girl in here, a big girl in here, a big girl Daddy Long Legs spider, which I'm not looking forward to meeting. Hopefully they were just roaming, looking for a girl, but not actually finding one in here, because that would be upsetting. But they're the ones that really creep me out. Most spiders don't creep me out because they're just, you know, they scare me. They give me a frighten. They give me a frighten when they just pop up in my field of vision suddenly. It's like, well, there was an instance where there was one crawling on the wall here, just along this underneath this shelf here, and you guys saw it on camera and everything. And I just was like doing this, just looking around because I was going to point to something on my shelf, and all of a sudden it was in my field of vision, and I was like, ah. But that's it. Once that's gone, I'm not scared of spiders. They're fine. So I've missed a bunch of chat. So yeah, I would like very much a and we might be doing that. It's a kind of an iffy question. We're either thinking about removing this office and then building it again. Better though, somewhere else in the garden, or we're thinking about basically building a new office, a slightly bigger one, again somewhere else in the garden. Nothing set in stone yet, still in early planning phases. But yeah, it's kind of just it's an idea, and hopefully a good one. So yeah. Anyway, we're just not building in tornado areas at all. Problem is that tornado areas are vast stretches of land. So unless you want to just put crops there and basically have, well, you can't even do that because they still need people to run them. You need houses, you need towns, you need, you know, you need farming communities and stuff like that. It's a thing. You need to build in tornado areas. It's a thing. Unless you just move the national parks. But you can't do that because certain parks are in those places for certain reasons. It's raining now, by the way. Just randomly started raining. But yeah. I was born in Texas and grew there until 6 years old. So I've been there. Oh, South Coast, Texas, is it Louisiana? Texas, Louisiana border. What, South Coast? It's only got one coast, Texas. On the coast, Texas, Louisiana border. That's where my cousin lived. And apparently it was gorgeous. So yeah. And Battle Fox is heading back to week. He's heading back to week. It's because I'm talking about my cousin. Just remembering how he spoke. It was hilarious. Week. Heading back to week. I miss him. I miss him a lot. How are you doing, Jeffrey? I'm talking about how I'm doing. But no, great to see you, dude. I did poke you on Discord, kind of poke you anyway. I tried to make an arrow, but it didn't work on my computer. Just so you only got one, like a slash. That's it. Tuzzle's really looking forward to you joining the stream. Well, no, it's just I didn't want him to miss it because I would get the inevitable, sorry I missed the stream thing if he did. So yeah, you like the shirt? I wonder who's going to get this. No, does anybody know where this shirt's from? This shirt in particular is supposed to be a replica of something. So yeah. Problem is that, like I said, the logo is supposed to be a lot bigger. It's supposed to be over the entire front of the shirt, and it was that size on the picture on the internet. So yeah. At least if you get bit by a spider, you might become Spider Tubbs. You said sorry. Why did you say sorry? Spider Pig. Yeah. I'm sorry about your poster. Oh, it's okay. Like I said, it's I was going to replace it last year when Itchy was here. We were going to find another one. We were going to go to Forbidden Planet. We were going to find a new poster, and yeah, but we didn't go to Forbidden Planet. But yeah, it had already been ripped in the middle from the old chair. But yeah, so I have a problem with my face. I'll talk about that in a second. Yeah, you guessed perfectly. The tornado risk area in Texas, Louisiana border. I lived in Dallas back then, so barely outside of it. I need to look at a map. I keep forgetting the name of the fucking town that technically they were a part of. I need to look at a map. I'm going to do that real quick. Oh, I don't have a homepage. Do I have a homepage? Oh no, there it is. I just want Google Maps. Can I just have maps? Give me maps. Oh, it's right there. I should have typed in a destination because it would have just brought me over. Right. Like Texas. Alabama. Yeah, it was Houston. Not near Beaumont. That's yeah. McFadden National Wildlife Refuge. There should be a town. Texas Point. sea rim. So I'm just recognizing places that he talked about. I can't find it. It was very near Houston. But his house was like right on the beach. God damn it. I see Winnie. It's hurting my eyes looking at really brightness on the screen. Am I just looking on the wrong side? I think I might be looking on the Freeport. I can't find it. But did you hear any of the names I just said? Any of the names of the places? Around that area. That's where he lived. Wait a minute. Goat Island. I'm switching to satellite. I think I might be able to recognize something. Also, I've got tight eyes. How are you, dude? How are you doing, guys? I don't know if I asked you, Andrew, or not. How are you doing? Oh, this is a lot better. This is a lot better. Right, Port Arthur. That was one of their closest places that they used to go to the store to do their major shopping. I remember Winnie. Was it just Winnie was the that's where they so the box that I got in the mail of my cousin's stuff. I'm sure that says Winnie on it. Double bind. They had a house on the beach. It's just making me sad because I think I found the place and it's just making me sad. Okay, I'm not gonna look anymore. Right. Yeah, how are you guys doing? What is up? Is this too dark now? Is this way too dark now? Is this way too bright? I'm using my other glasses. These are just the black ones with the not much higher filter on them. I just noticed that the rubber around this one's a bit funny. I mean, they are very effective. But these are just the plain black ones, so these are just got like the everything filter on them, as opposed to just the blue filter, and the other one's got a slightly green filter. I just touched the lens. But yeah. Everything's way too bright. I know they won't get back on the camera. Of course. I know what the problem is. I know the problem is. That works. Okay. It looks so cute. Thank you. Yeah, they do enable me to see a lot better. The thing is that the light in here, it's not just me. It's actually quite powerful. If Itchy was here, you probably could ask him. He'll probably tell you. I haven't got any tissue in here. Well, I do, but it's underneath some junk. Let's see if I can move that without demolishing shit. So, I've got a proposition for you guys, which I might leave till tomorrow. Maybe living in there. No, good. Spiders like to get inside the tube for some reason. Yeah, so I've got a proposition, not for you guys, I guess, for how it's gonna, how things are gonna be run in the future, and also a oh my god, that's so much better. And also just tell you what's been happening, because it's been a while. So yeah. Yeah. That filter's a bit too strong. I might just use my other glasses in the future. I can't actually change the camera settings or anything while I'm using this app. It's really annoying. As good as this app is, that one. As good as this app is, this application's computer program and stuff, it doesn't allow for a lot of customization. But yeah. So yeah, I've had a couple of random things happen to my body, I guess. Not really to my body, but you know. I've been trying to get back a lot of my strength. I've been doing some more strength training and stuff, just with the weights and everything. So that's good, because for a long time I've been depressed and I've been using my weights, but just not frequently, just not every day, not for very long. And yeah, I was noticing that it basically was getting depressing. I wasn't as strong as I used to be, and it kind of bummed me out even more and stuff. But no, now I've got depression being shooed away, although I don't want it to be shooed away so fast, because I know when it comes back it's going to hurt. I've been doing yeah. So for the past week and a half, I think it's just a week. I've been doing just some more strength training and some more fitness training and stuff. Ugh, shut up. That's been fun. Well, I've been noticing that basically my joints ache a little bit afterwards. But I mean, it's like That just is to be expected. It's just really irritating sometimes. Yeah, I'm also noticing my elbows a lot more and how dry that skin is. Mainly because when I do the weights, I do standing. I do a few sets of standing. I do the curls, sitting, and then I do some benching. You know, some benching or simulated benching, because you can't actually bench with just two dumbbells. I don't know what they're called. The weights, yeah. So basically, I do some floor work and stuff, and I noticed that when I put my arms flat against the floor, my elbows are really just. I'm noticing my elbows are really there. All of the bones in my elbows are just right there. It's very strange. So yeah. But also, for some reason, this week, more specifically, yesterday and today, you can't really see it so much. But I have had a weird spotty breakout thing happen. I don't know what that's about, but it's annoying. Just randomly, I woke up and there's a big one here that is gone, but you can kind of see it. There's one on. It's either this side or that side. I think it's this side. There's a big spot there for no reason, and you may notice that I'm touching this side of my face because right here there is another big one, just on the edge of my eye socket. That was just there, but that might be a mosquito bite or something, because it hurts, it itches and it hurts. So yeah, and it doesn't really have a head, so it's like it's really annoying. I might have been bitten on my face, but yeah, in my beard, there's like spots and stuff, and it's just well, not in my beard, just weird places on my head. Like there's been one up here as well, but I haven't had a breakout on my face since I was a teenager. Normally, I get breakouts in very localized areas on my body for no reason. You know, just it's so weird. I get breakout I like on my shoulder, on my arm, which is really disappointing because it's kind of ruined this skin in particular a lot. Oh yeah, I don't know how to do the flexi thing to show off my muscles, but yeah, it's ruined, kind of like ruined a lot of my skin there, and also my leg. But then again, I got a bunch of stretch marks just where my leg, when my thighs meets my hips and stuff, and that's kind of already ruined as well. But sometimes I get spots there. What the fuck? So yeah, but every now and again, I don't have random bad skin problems, which is nice. Because that's annoying. But so yeah, that's been happening for the past couple of days. So there's body stuff. There's weird body stuff. My shoulder got a lot better, by the way, Jeff. I can't really touch my shoulder with my shoulder got a lot better. I should have just done that from the beginning. Yeah, just here, it got a lot better. This muscle I can actually hold, feel it moving, healed up. So yeah, I had a yoga incident. So yeah. But yeah, so that's all the body stuff. That's all the weird body stuff out of the way. Yeah. Office stuff. Yeah, I'm currently cleaning out my office. I got rid of all my rubbish, nearly all my rubbish. It keeps being made. There's new rubbish that keeps being made in my office, which is fun. For example, this Pepsi Max, it's nearly done. I've only got that much left of it, but that's going to be thrown into the house, not just thrown into the bin over there, and then the bin's not going to overfill, and then just fill up with just empty Pepsi Max bottles. I don't have any rubbish that I basically don't consume a lot of shit in my office, so I don't get a lot of trash. You know, it literally is just random pile of Pepsi Maxes, empty Pepsi Max bottles that I swish up into like a ball about this size and throw over there, and that's usually that's basically what I cleared out of my office. But yeah, the next stage is basically I'm gonna put a lot of stuff into storage, so that's gonna be interesting. Mainly the filing cabinet's gonna go because I never used the bloody thing. All of my artwork and stuff, once it's done, it gets put into the house anyway. I never store anything in here. So yeah, all of my past work stuff is always on my computer. So yeah, that's probably going to go away. I'm going to have a lot more space. Although, like I said, I don't know what the future's bringing for stuff that I'm going to use the office for anyway. So yeah, it literally is just a place for me to play on my computer and do my artwork and stuff. So it's not really that needed. Or a lot of the stuff in here that's just not really needed anymore, which is kind of sad. But you know, I still got my TV, but I hardly ever watch TV. I mostly watch streaming stuff, and I can do that via my entertainment device or on my computer. So yeah. So I'm going to be cleaning out the office a little bit. If you got a good suggestion for what I can have as a poster behind me, let me know, because I still need something to protect the wall, and also to like just cover up that bit of space and to have something interesting behind me when I'm filming something, when I'm doing these, you know. Like we've got the moon poster. That's an homage to an homage. Yeah, I was going to say it's a rip off of the. It's a lot nicer. That's a than my dad's old moon poster. That used to be just the poster of the moon, but that's a new updated version that was given to me by Bear Buff. I think gave that to me. So yeah, that's there. I do have another couple of a couple of little posters, but the problem is that they're that size, and I need something bigger that can go behind me. If I had a printer that I could actually print off posters, then I would actually print off something that I drew and put it behind me, because that would be a lot more interesting, nicer. I don't know. I don't know if you heard that, but Damon's talking to his mum on the phone, I think. I think it's his mum on the phone. It can't be Daryl, because Daryl's not allowed here. Nobody's allowed here. Although Daryl is actually allowed here because he's a healthcare professional. So basically, he's looking after people. So yeah, he has permission to walk around and stuff. Yeah. So there's that. Shall we get on to what the plans are? They're opening up barber shops, nail salons, and hair salons, car washes, beaches. Since this is Memorial Day weekend, this is phase 1, so we'll see what that goes. I'm not hopeful. I kind of just the thing is, and I'm annoyed at this a little bit, but yeah. I partially agree with some protests. Some protests I partially agree with, because and hear me out before anybody gets like too crazy. I do think that this was a massive overreaction. I do think this was the whole thing to do with the virus. Massive overreaction. I get it. I get it though. I get it. I think that we needed a massive overreaction. Actually, I think we needed an overreaction, you know. As I just watched an interesting video that basically made me feel a little bit differently. It kind of reiterated a lot of stuff that I was thinking anyway, but it's just that the Y2K bug. If anybody remembers the Y2K bug, basically there was a huge deal made over the Y2K bug, and then when Y2K happened, it didn't happen. It wasn't as big of a deal as everybody was saying, and I kind of feel like that should have been what this reaction was, but we seem to have gone way over the board to the Y2K reaction. The reason why the Y2K thing wasn't as big of a deal is because we took measures to make sure that it wasn't as big of a deal when Y2K was supposed to happen. You know, a lot of computer systems got refitted to basically 7 years before the Y2K actually happened, and therefore all of this fuss was made over it, and everybody saw it as a bit of a disaster because it's basically like, oh well the government thought that Y2K wasn't going to happen, and it didn't. I mean, what Y2K was going to happen, and it didn't. And it's like, yeah, but it only didn't happen because we overreacted to it, you know. And I kind of feel like that's what's happened here, you know, with the whole virus situation. I wish that they didn't have this much overreaction, but it's just that it's a lot of this is media based as well, and that really pisses me off a lot. I get why the media is like this. It's just that it's annoying that it's like this, you know. It's not as bad. They're saying that it's not as bad now as they thought it was, and it's like, no, it's as bad as they thought it was, but it's just that it hasn't affected us a lot more than we were expecting because we overreacted to it. And it's like, yeah, but we could have reacted to it a little bit less, and it still would have been an overreaction, but it still wouldn't have been this annoying, you know. So yeah. It's a thing. Sorry, I'm trying to remember where I was going with this. It's really annoying. Yeah, there's a lot of protests that are happening that basically that are happening a lot in America, not really here in the UK, about the government basically having its the ability to keep people in their houses and stuff. And it's like, I agree with the protesters that think that for that reason. I don't agree with the protesters who are basically going out there just because little things in their life are being sacrificed. You know? Just because certain people can't cut their own hair, you know? They're going out and, you know? So this thing on my face is pretty annoying. Also, Damon walked past the thing. He's gone. Yeah. So yeah, I do believe that the government should basically they should give us they should give us guidelines on stuff. And some of us, you know, everybody that basically wants to self-isolate, self-quarantine and stuff like that, you know, will follow these guidelines. But there are guidelines. You know, you can't enforce people to do these things. And yes, it's annoying if basically these people go out and they know the risks and the associations and stuff like that. spread this thing around. One second. If anybody's listening to this on earphones, you should probably stop doing that right now. Are you filling up the water feature?
Hello?
Are you filling up the water feature?
I'm putting water in the pond because it's quite low.
It's not long. Okay. Love you. And now my eyes being stupid again. Yeah. It's annoying when people do this, but what are you gonna do? You know. Over here, it seems to be a bit more severe. The government do seem to be like a bit more severe, and you can actually get reported and stuff for and have be fined for being out in public when you weren't supposed to be. But it's not really a yeah, it's a thing. It's stupid. I hate it. You remember it now? Well, nothing happened exactly. Yeah, so I agree. Yeah, exactly. Tubbs, it's a tragedy. People can't go to the salons to get their nails done. It's so ridiculous. People, because so many people will flood these places like crazy since they haven't been able to go. Yeah, yeah, that's what I mean. It's annoying. You're making me very self-conscious about my nails. I came out of the shower and I was going to do my nails before I did a live stream, but I ended up doing a live stream instead. Yeah. So plans for the future. Plans for the future. Yes. When I come back, because I haven't been back because of the sleep cycle bullshit. There's going to be a bit more structure. Like days are going to have meanings instead of just well, I'm going to try out for at least a week or two, maybe. Actually having live streams. Sorry, I'm really distracted whenever David comes to the water feature thing. He's filling up the pond because he says it's low.
Love you.
Love you too. Yeah. So yeah, thinking about doing a more structured thing. on here when I do get back into the swing of doing live streams again. Hopefully tomorrow, Sunday, the beginning of the week is going to be LiveTubs Weekly. And we're actually going to do that properly. Like Sunday is going to be LiveTubs Weekly, and I'm going to do a live stream that night with just the usual stuff. I was going to do one earlier in the week, but essentially because I've been not been able to stream all week, it's gotten a bit crazier. I haven't been able to do that, and I do apologize, but yeah. So yeah, we're gonna have a LiveTubs Weekly thing tomorrow, and hopefully I'm gonna pick 2 topics if we don't have just the regular one topic anyway, you know. So that'll be fun. And then Mondays, I don't know what to do on Mondays yet, but I was thinking about Saturdays being a weekend. We have the gaming stuff, because I've been enjoying Star Trek Online, Star Trek Legacy on Saturdays, so that might be a thing, regular thing, Star Trek Legacy, or basically if you got like a free online game that I can play, if you got any suggestions for free online games that I can play, then I might do those instead, or as well as, I don't know. But yeah, there might be that. Friday, I was thinking about basically Friday being a kind of like hangout thing where I either don't stream or we have a kind of like a group chat on either Facebook or Discord. Or Patreon, because I've been wanting to do Patreon, but my Patreons have gone. I went from 5 last week to 2. I don't know why that is, but yeah. I was going to do an art day, but essentially the art days are going to be all the other days, I think, just to stop me from playing Star Trek Legacy all the fucking time, because I've been doing that instead of doing any artwork, and it's been not driving me crazy, just it's been driving my gaming crazy, because I've just been doing that and nothing else. Just because it's been really annoying and really not motivating. I'm not motivated at all to do any art, and it's driving me a bit nuts a little bit. Which is really annoying now, because I've got like 12 things to draw. And I can't, to be honest, it might just be 6 now, because I can't remember a bunch of stuff that I was going to draw. I don't know if anybody knows who Captain Furry is, but essentially, he made a comment on one of my pictures of Fur Affinity, and now he gets to be in one of the pictures again, and it's kind of cool, because Captain Furry is one of the people who basically I first saw on Fur Affinity, on any furry website, and I imitated his style a little bit for 1 or 2 pictures with him and a guy called Fat Wolf, and that was fun. But that was like years ago. That was like 10 years ago, potentially more than 10 years ago. So yeah. So I've got to draw that. And also I've got to finish off this one drawing sets that I've been doing, and then I've got to continue the first person thing, because I've got about 5. I think 5 separate suggestions that I want to get done as well. Although the first person thing is more of it's a filler, you know. For if I don't have anything to draw, then I was going to continue with that series, like the Disney Dads. The Disney Dads wasn't anybody's special project, especially after that guy stopped paying me. So it was just a filler project to do for when I'm not doing anything, any artwork. So yeah. Anyway, so Friday was going to be just a general hangout party thing. I don't know yet. Start of the weekend, kind of thought that it might be a nice thing to do. I don't know. Then we got Monday. Monday, I think, was going to be a class day. I'll do lessons on the meadow. I'll do the lessons on the meadow, and then have just regular stream on the Monday. Yeah. I was also thinking about doing maybe Fitness Friday. But that'll be in the middle of the day. That's the problem with that. That might be in the middle of the day. So you guys might not be able to see that. I don't know. Fitness Friday for the workout, and then we'll have like a chill hangout thing after it. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, that's what I've got so far. So it's going to be more structured. Next weekend is going to be more structured. Friday, Fitness Friday, and then hang out after it or whatever. Saturday gaming, and LiveTUBBs Weekly on Sundays. And Monday is going to be for the art class, so that we can actually get this project finished. Because I've still got tons of digital painting to do, and that's annoying. When I have to do something and it's only and I'm not getting paid to do it, it's really annoying sometimes. So yeah. And in the week, if anybody has any suggestions for like specific things to do on specific days, let me know, because I'm willing to hear them. I'm trying to do a bit more structure for the week. So yeah, this might all fall down if I basically end up screwing up my sleep cycle again and not being able to stream at the proper windows that I'm supposed to stream at. But who knows? Probably not. Maybe. I don't know. So yeah, that's the proposition. The proposition. It's weird that this month is almost over and it just doesn't feel like it. You know, we're in the last bit of this month. You know, we're into the last third of the month, and it's just so weird. That sounds great. Well, I'm sorry, Jeff, that we haven't been able to play any today, and I'm probably not going to play any now tonight, because I'm actually thinking about wrapping things up now. But I mean, anybody got any suggestions? Anything they want to ask or talk about or anything? I'm getting a bit beepy. Watch along Wednesday sounds like a good idea. Maybe do that on Wednesday. Yeah, this month is just gone, and it's very surreal for me, because I'm watching things. I put everything that I need to watch that's on not a subscription, on free internet TV, mostly YouTube stuff. It's all put into a playlist using an app on my phone, and basically it's like it uses a lot of playlist software. and it basically means that I can watch stuff off of YouTube and some of the, like I said, some of the free subscription stuff online, and it'll just play it on my phone, just in one continuous playlist. And I've been getting through that pretty quickly, but still, it's playing stuff from the beginning of this month, and it's like I'm only just caught up with this month. What the hell? But not even all of this month yet. So yeah, that's just so surreal. It did play a giant chunk of Red Letter Media stuff at the beginning of it. I don't understand that. It's weird. But yeah, they've just gotten over the May the 4th stuff. Just funny to me. Since nobody got it, Blue Sun. This is supposed to be a replica T-shirt that Jane Cobb wore from Firefly and Serenity. Like I said, his one was his Blue Sun logo was all over his entire chest. It came down to like here, instead of just being in this little tiny thing up here. I don't know why this is so small, but I still love the shirt. It's still nice. It's a nice print as well. It's like in the shirt fabric. It's not actually, just printed on top of it. Excuse me. But yeah, I got it for me and Damon because this is Damon's size shirt, and it does fit me, although it does pinch in my neck a little bit. But it does fit me, and it's stretchy as well, so that's good. Anyway, yeah. Since nobody got it, Blue Sun is the logo, is the company. Is one of the main companies in. I think it's the main company in. In the Firefly verse, in the Firefly universe. And I'm yawning a lot. I'm not really that tired, actually. Well, my eyes are, but I'm not. So yeah, it's just one of those things that I've always wanted. I was going to get a Wailing Yutani shirt to match the hat, but when I got the hat, I got the Nostromo hat. But then I thought to myself, well, when I was looking for it, I couldn't find it. I found the hat. On Amazon. You can get that hat on Amazon. But I don't think it's that exact hat. It might not be a trucker hat, but it doesn't matter. But I found this instead, and I like this better. Since Blue Sun is just a version of Wailing Yutani, it's a whole big deal. You don't care. Anyway, look at the classic background. See that poster thing is still there. It's protecting my wall from the chair, although the chair's got less spiky now. Yeah. Belly ribs and belly salute also. Ow. I have a random owie in my tummy. Anyway. I will be back tomorrow for LiveTUBBs Weekly, and I might do another stream as well. I might do the gaming thing that I was supposed to do tonight there instead, but I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. Probably not, but we'll figure it out. Anyway, have a good night, guys. Thanks for joining me, and yeah, talk to you soon. I'm gonna try to get like a schedule up somewhere. I don't know, but we'll figure that out. Anyway, toodles.